EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Llbcaine ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about...
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, right back to Hall. Takes it to about the 37. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Alert! Alert! Hey, smash Bronco!
On second down, a run with Hall. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 23. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Berrios. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Falcons Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
On the ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go ultra. Ready?
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
10 cycles.
They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll give to Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Johnson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Darnell Mooney.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Second down at 5.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ball again on second down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's Hall again. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll look to throw here. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set.
At the 16-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
Right. Right. 97.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Come on, 38.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., 30 yards.
And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points in that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
17.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, Mostert. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
2nd and long. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ready? Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle! Ready?
Ball again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Falcons take over first down at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here we go.
You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling play.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutout.